The biggest times DC copied Marvel. Oh, I'm all for this. Let's go. Blue Beetle is a copy of Iron Man. Iron Man came out in 62. This version of Blue Beetle came out in 2006. Jaime Reyes. I wouldn't say Blue Beetle is a copy of Iron Man. They're both very different. That's like alien tech armor. He's not like, a playboy billionaire like Tony Stark. The armor is really the only similarity, so I wouldn't say this is much of a copy at all. Even Blue Beetle's armor is alien, so yeah, again, no. Aquaman is a copy of Namor. Yeah, there's no really getting around it. They had their King of Atlantis, their water-based superhero, who wasn't a hero at first, but, and then DC's like, yeah, we're going to do Aquaman, and he's going to be a member of the Justice League. Doomsday is a copy of the Hulk. I wouldn't say copy, but, like, very similar. I mean, he's a raging out monster, but besides that, there's really nothing else. I mean, the Hulk is very complex. He's a hero. Doomsday is essentially a mindless villain. Generally speaking, they're starting to change that now currently in DC continuity, but like, very similar as far as power set and all that stuff, and even kind of sort of looks. I wouldn't necessarily say Doomsday is a copy of the Hulk. Bumblebee is a copy of Wasp. Yep. Yeah, there's no getting around that. Yes, yeah, she is. Swamp Thing is a copy of Man-Thing. He is. Man-Thing came out a few months before Swamp Thing, so technically he was first, not even beating Swamp Thing by a full year, but hey, a win's a win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, it's a win. However, with that said, DC did it better. Swamp Thing is one of the best characters DC has, certainly better than Man-Thing. Like, DC knocked it out of the park and did their version way better than Marvel did theirs, in my personal opinion, and I know a lot of yours as well. Red Hood is a copy of the Winter Soldier. No, he is not. These dates are actually a little confusing here, so let's break it down. So, Bucky Barnes first appeared in Captain America Comics issue 1 in 1941. However, Bucky did not become the Winter Soldier until May of 2005. The Red Hood did first appear in 1951, but that was the Joker Red Hood in Detective Comics issue 168. Jason Todd did not become the Red Hood until February of 2005. So Bucky became the Winter Soldier in May of 2005. Jason Todd became the Red Hood in February of 2005, meaning Jason Todd beat Bucky by a few months, which tells us that Winter Soldier is technically the copy of Jason Todd Red Hood.